Instant match reaction. Manchester United 5. RB Leipzig 0. The Champions League returns to Old Trafford with a bang, and we couldn't ask for a better start than this. Beating PSG away from home, beating Leipzig at home 5-0. It's a great start for Manchester United in this Champions League group, and I do hope it keeps going, because these performances that we've been witnessing for the last 2 games in the Champions League have been phenomenal. And beating Leipzig, a team in great form right now, got to the quarterfinals or semi-finals, I think it was, of last year's Champions League. We couldn't ask for any more, and I'm just so happy with the way we've started this, because we haven't had a good time in the Premier League, but managing to knock off PSG and Leipzig in the Champions League in our return for our first 2 games, I'm just over the moon. But let's start off with the team, because it was another strange team. I think when we were 4-1-2-1-2, it was De Gea in net, Luke Shaw left back, there was no Tellers, I think that's due to injury, and with Maguire and Lindelof, and obviously Wan-Bissaka, and then played I think it was Matic, and then Pogba and Fred, ahead of him Van der Beek, so no Bruno as well, and also no McTominay. And then we went with Greenwood and Martial up front. Leipzig went with a team which I thought was going to cause us problems, but they didn't really do much tonight. They troubled De Gea a bit, but when we needed to, De Gea was there to save us, and he made some really important saves. But they had the likes of Poulsen playing, Sabitzer wasn't playing, and Kunku was on the pitch. Upamecano, he was alright tonight. He controlled the defence really well, but at times he got caught with the ball as well when he was going forward. But yeah, they played a good team, but they had a few players missing as well. Sorloth came on late, but he didn't really have an impact on it. But yeah, that's the team we went with, and we started the game really well. We were patient with the play we were going with, and no team really looked like getting a goal in the first 20 minutes, but then a ball through by Pogba after a great bit of play, lays it into Greenwood, and from the slightest of angles, nets for Manchester United. It could have been offside, I thought it was at first glance, but it was put onside, and a great start for Manchester United. And from then, we lost control of the game really. Our passing was sloppy, we couldn't go forward. By the way, Leipzig's press is absolutely unreal. They made us go back so many times in this game, and that's when they got their chances really, because our passing was quite sloppy. I thought Fred, he was phenomenal today yet again, exceptional from him, but he did have a few moments where he was just floating passes that weren't going to anyone, and that midfield really got trodden on when we did go up 1-0, and we were under pressure on the back foot, you could say, as well, until half time. So it was crucial that we got to half time with a really positive lead by going 1-0 up. And then we came out, and it was all Leipzig again, to be honest. They were the ones looking likely to get a goal. And then yeah, they weren't creating much, to be honest. I think defensively, we were solid tonight. I thought Maguire and Lindelof played really well. De Gea in net was brilliant, but I'll get onto the player ratings a bit later. And then wow, near the end of the game was phenomenal. We go through, Marcus Rashford, given offside before he can even get to the ball, goes down, finishes it off, and then he's given onside because he was in his own half when the ball was played. A great assist by Bruno Fernandes. He has eyes in the back of his head to make that pass. Rashford finishes, does the right thing. The VAR check is over, and Manchester United are given a 2-0 lead, which is absolutely brilliant, because I think we deserved that after defending how we did and going forward the way we did. I thought we deserved that 2-0 lead, and then after that, we net another. It's 3-0 to Manchester United, and I can't believe what I was seeing, to be honest. Rashford again gets another goal straight after his first one. Leipzig lose control of the ball. Rashford converts the goal brilliantly, and it's 3-0 to Manchester United. And who could believe that, to be honest? And then we go forward again, and we get a penalty. Sabitzer fouls Martial, and I think Martial needed to take this penalty. I'm not sure if he was gonna, because Bruno was on the pitch, Rashford on the pitch, but Rashford gave the ball to Martial. He got a hat-trick anyway after, but he wasn't gonna bet on his hat-trick. Gave the ball to Martial, and he needed that penalty. It just went in, but a goal's a goal, and I think that will boost his confidence miles with the way he's been playing, because he's not been able to find goals in his recent games. That's including the Premier League and the Champions League. So it was crucial he got a goal here, and I thought it was brilliant from Martial. He tried making a lot of plays today. I thought he was unlucky not to get a goal, but other than that, nets a penalty, and we go forward again, and Marcus Rashford gets his hat-trick after coming off the bench. What a super sub by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, bringing on Fernandes when he did, bringing on Rashford and McTominay. They all made a huge difference in this game and stopped Leipzig from getting away back in it. So what a sub by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's not known for making subs like that when they make an impact. He's known for making them at the wrong times, but I thought bringing them on the time he did was brilliant, and managing to beat Leipzig by 5-0 is absolutely brilliant. You can't ask for more than that. But I'm going to get into my player ratings. I'm going to go with De Gea tonight. He's going to get a solid 7 for me. When he plays like that, really, he's not got much to do, but when he has to do something, he's there to stop it, and he made some 2 or 3 really good saves to keep us in the game, especially that Upamecano header, where if he scores that, it's 1-1 and the game could change completely. And I'm going to give Luke Shaw 7 as well. I thought going forward at times, he was really good. He got forward well, made some crosses, and overall his game defensively as well, didn't make too many mistakes. I'm going to give him a 7. Maguire, for me, he gets an 8 tonight because he's not been known to play well recently. He struggled as well, making the mistakes he has, but recent games he's played Newcastle, PSG, no, he didn't play PSG, did he? And this game, I think he's been really well recently. Controlled that back line, made some interceptions that he needed to, and overall a great performance from him. Lindelof as well. I'm going to give him a 7, just as well as Maguire, but I'd gotta give the credit to Maguire where it's needed. But I'm going to give Lindelof a 7 as well. Really good defensively, didn't do too much wrong as well. Made a few errors, but overall stopped Leipzig from scoring. So the whole defense has got a good rating because they're known to score a lot of goals. And then Wan-Bissaka, what can you say about him? Absolutely brilliant tonight. He never misses a tackle. He's had an uproar in form, and he's just brilliant right now. And that tackle on Angelino, he could have gave away a penalty there, but he went down at the right time and made the foul needed. And I'm going to give Matic tonight, coming in after a few games not being in the team. I think he did really well tonight. I'm going to give him a 7 as well. I think going forward, he helped a bit. He tried shielding the ball a couple of times. Sometimes he was losing the ball, but defensively, I thought he was brilliant as well. Didn't do too much wrong, and that position he plays is really key in this Manchester United team because McTominay can't do it because he's a guy that loves chasing after the ball, and Matic is just a guy that can calm down the ball and release a pass when it's needed and break up play as well. So he was brilliant tonight. Fred, next to him, I'm going to give Fred an 8 tonight. Another great performance from Fred, breaking up the play, going forward with his tackles as well. He's just been brilliant recently. He's also had an uproar in form as well, so you've got to give credit to him. He made a few errors at times, a few hefty passes there and then, but overall brilliant tonight. Pogba next to him, coming in after the team. He hasn't been playing well recently, but coming in against Leipzig today, absolutely brilliant. I thought he was one of our best players on the pitch, creating chances. He allowed the play for the first goal, assisted Greenwood, and I think he made some great challenges and created a lot of chances today. So Pogba there gets an 8 from me. And ahead of him, Van der Beek, obviously there's been questions why he hasn't been playing. I don't know why that is, to be honest. Probably a problem to do with behind doors. Maybe fitness levels are not up to what they need to be, but he played tonight, and I thought he did really well. Really concentrated in that midfield. He's very intelligent in what he does. Going forward, he goes to the wings, he goes in central. He's just there. He's always there for an option, and I think he always knows where his next pass is as well. So that's what Van der Beek can do, but he's always going to be competing with Bruno Fernandes, and I always said it wasn't a position that we needed to get in, but you know, can't fault his performance tonight. I thought we need to see more of him because he needs to get up to the fitness levels that everyone else is at right now. So I think this game time was key for him. So I am happy with his performance tonight. Then up front, Martial, he's had his critics recently, but I thought tonight, he, as I said earlier, he tried creating a lot of chances, got the penalty, scored the penalty. So you know, a goal to make it 4-0 and a decent performance. He's got to get an 8 for me as well. And Greenwood, what can I say about Greenwood? I've said it in every video. He is so reliable up there. He's such a phenomenal teenager, and he can score goals with his left, score goals with his right. He's so reliable up there, and I think his best position is definitely up there as a striker. So you know, it's going to be hard to play him with the formations we play, but if you stick with this one, which I thought worked really well tonight, I thought we were going to match Leipzig with the 3 at the back, but we never ended up doing that. Obviously, we went the 4-1-2-1-2, which worked around again really well tonight. So you can't fault Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for making that decision tonight, and and I think it was a team everyone wanted to see. There was a rest for Rashford, a rest for Bruno, a rest for McTominay. Tellez was rested, but he's injured at the moment, so it was a rest for many players, and they also got game time later on in the game as well and made an impact. So, you know, two of our best players on the bench tonight are managing a really good game against Leipzig, stopping them and dealing with their press. I thought we played brilliantly tonight. So Greenwood, he's going to get an A. Other than a goal, I don't think he did very much, but to put us in the lead at a time he did, I thought was vital. So I'm going to give him a 7 tonight, because I thought the team, none of them can get really lower than a 5 in my opinion. They all played really, really well. In the first half were a bit dodgy, but in the second half we got our grips together and played a really, really good game and got the goals when we needed, because a 1-0 lead against Leipzig wasn't really safe in my opinion, because Leipzig are always going to try and get back in the game, but we stopped them tonight, and I think these 2 Champions League performances have been vital, because we can finish top of the group now. If you manage to get a win against Istanbul Başakşehir next week or whenever we play them, we'll be top of the group with 9 points and be in a very prime position to top the group. And who would have thought that? But when we got our Champions League group announced, but you know, man in the match tonight, as I said, I'm going to give it to Pogba. Coming in, we know how good he can be, but tonight I think just assisting that first goal and playing as well as he did tonight, getting the fouls, the tricks he made on the pitch, I think he's going to get man in the match from me. But tell me what you guys think down below. A bit on Leipzig, they didn't really do much tonight. They didn't create as much opportunities as they thought they were going to. Upamecano was alright at times. There was Upamecano watch for Manchester United, because he might be a potential transfer soon for Manchester United. But overall, you can't fault that performance. I never went into this game thinking we beat Leipzig 4-0, and I've never went into these first 2 games against PSG and Leipzig where we'd gotten 6 points out of it. So I'm happy. I hope you guys are happy. We have to move on now to Arsenal, which will be another tough game. We haven't been playing well in the Premier League recently, so I do hope we can get a win over Arsenal, because it is a must-win for both of these teams, so it will be key. And we rested a lot of players as well, as I said, so we should see a normal team going into this one. But tell me what you guys think down below. Manchester United have beaten RB Leipzig 5-0 at Old Trafford. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll be there, a preview for Arsenal very, very soon.